Jai to all of you, and also a very good morning, and also welcome to our YouTube channel All Purpose Tutorials. As you can see, it is our daily current affairs video, and I am going to tell you the current affairs of 30th September 2020, that is of today. So let's start then. First of all, the defense news. Quad foreign ministers to meet in Tokyo on October 6 amid China's territorial encroachments. An accident a week. Faulty OFB ammunition takes a heavy toll on the Indian Army. China provokes India on Ladakh. Delhi says no to unilaterally defined LAC. High road at Chilling. India builds Himalayan bridges and highways to match China. INS Virat, world's longest serving warship, will be dismantled at Alang in Gujarat. Now some national news. After more than 6 months of closure, schools, colleges are likely to reopen when the center announces the guidelines for the Unlock 5. That will most probably come into effect from the first week of October. Court to pronounce verdict in Babri demolition case on today. A special court will deliver the much awaited judgment on Wednesday in the 1992 Babri Masjid demolition case, in which BJP veterans LK Advani and Murli Manohar Joshi are among the accused. Maharashtra bans sale of unpackaged loose cigarettes and bidis as they don't have health warnings. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu tests positive for COVID-19. Advised home quarantine. The Delhi police on Tuesday arrested 4 persons, including Punjab Youth Congress (PYC) President Birendra Singh Dhillon, in connection with the tractor burning incident near India Gate, a few hundred meters from the Rashtrapati Bhavan and Parliament, to protest the contentious farm laws. A 19-year-old woman who was brutally gang raped in a village in Uttar Pradesh, Hathras district 2 weeks ago died of her grievous injuries at a Delhi hospital on Tuesday, prompting outrage, protests and call for justice. As news of her death spread, protests broke out at Delhi's Safdarganj hospital as well as in Vijay Chowk and in Hathras, about 180 km away. PM Modi on Tuesday dedicated to the nation's 6 Namami Gange projects in Uttarakhand. On the occasion, he targeted the Congress for having made it a habit to oppose the union government's reform measures, including 3 agricultural laws enacted by Parliament during the monsoon session. He also said those opposing farm bills don't want farmers to have freedom of selling produce in open market. The Maharashtra government on Tuesday urged people to celebrate the upcoming Navaratri and Dussehra festivals in a low-key manner due to the coronavirus, and suggested organization of health and blood donation camps instead of Dandiya, Garba and cultural events involving mass participation. Noted filmmaker Shekhar Kapoor was on Tuesday appointed president of the Pune-based Film and Television Institute of India (FTII) Society and chairman of the institute's governing council. The 74-year-old filmmaker's tenure will be till March 3, 2023. Actor Sonu Sood has been honored with the prestigious SDG Special Humanitarian Action Award by the United Nations Development Programme UNDP for helping thousands of migrant workers reach home during lockdown. ITBP DG SS Deswal given additional charge of National Security Guards NSG. Incumbent A.K. Singh retiring on September 30. Defense Minister approves acquisition of military hardware worth 2,290 crore. Includes 6 Soldier assault rifles for Army and Smart Anti-Airfield Weapon SAAW systems for Navy and IAF Indian Air Force. Defense Minister unveils new defense acquisition procedure DAP aimed at encouraging FDI. Indian Armed Forces can now take defense assets on lease. New defense procurement procedure makes way. India on Monday 28 September granted permission to the armed force to procure military equipments on lease, according to Defense Ministry's new acquisition procedure. The present security scenario along India's northern frontier is at an uneasy no war no peace status. Chief of Air Staff Air Chief Marshal R.K.S. Bhadoria said on Tuesday, referring to the festering border row with China in eastern Ladakh. Now, coming to the international news. PM Modi and Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina of Bangladesh will hold a virtual summit level meeting in December this year. The sixth meeting of the Joint Consultative Commission JCC was held virtually on Tuesday. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar and Foreign Minister of Bangladesh Dr. A.K. Abdul Momen co-chaired the meeting. Dr. S. Jaishankar announced that India has decided to release a commemorative stamp on 16 December this year on the birth centenary of Bangabandhu. He appreciated the gesture of Bangladesh in releasing a commemorative stamp on Mahatma Gandhi on the occasion of the 150th year of his birth anniversary. He also announced the Bangabandhu Bapu Digital Museum to commemorate the 150 years of Mahatma and the historic Mujib Bar Show. Pakistani soldier killed as India retaliates against ceasefire violation along LOC in 3 districts of Jammu and Kashmir. The Maldives received Dornier maritime surveillance aircraft by Indian Navy on Tuesday, which has been termed as a colossal milestone between the defense ties of the two countries. Now coming to the world news. South Korea has put in place strengthened virus curbs till October 11 ahead of the 3-day Chuseok holiday which starts on September 30. Disney announced on Tuesday it will cut 28,000 jobs from its US Parks and Experiences division, pointing to depressed demand caused by the coronavirus and uncertainty on when it will recover. US elections 2020. President Donald Trump and Democratic challenger former Vice President Joe Biden are barreling into their crucial first debate Tuesday night, the most pivotal moment so far in a race that has remained stubbornly unchanged in the face of historic tumult. Afghan peace negotiator urges new era in relations with Pakistan. Abdullah, the chairman of Afghanistan's High Council for National Reconciliation, said the two countries need better prospects as both have paid a high price by facing various terrorist groups that are still acting as spoilers. Now, coming to the sports news. as you all know that yesterday was the match of SRH and DC, that is Sunrisers Hyderabad and Delhi Capitals. So the score of SRH was 162 runs with the loss of 4 wickets in 20 overs, and the score of Delhi Capitals was 147 runs with the loss of 7 wickets in 20 overs. Sunrisers Hyderabad beat Delhi Capitals by 15 runs for first win. IPL match of on September 30. Rajasthan Royals versus Kolkata Knight Riders, 7:30 p.m. Dubai. And the rate of USD for today is 73.77 per dollar. The rate of GBP is 94.76 in Mumbai. The rate of gold for today is 52,370 rupees for per 10 gram. The rate of silver is 60,700 rupees for per kilogram. The rate of petrol for today is 87.76 rupees per liter, and the rate of diesel for today is 77.01 rupees per liter. Thanks for watching this video, and if you like it then please share it as much as possible, and also tell us in the comment if we can put more efforts in our video to make our further videos better. And again, thanks for watching our video.